Coming up right now on SUTV News, we tell you about SHIP's procedures for violent intruders.
And certain holidays are more alike than you think.
It's all right now.
And 20 seconds. 20 seconds.
Well, welcome back from spring break, and thank you for joining us on SUTV News. I'm Lucy Davis.
And I'm Perry Mattern. Students who fill the campus of Shippensburg University grew up understanding schools aren't immune to violence, but understanding how to avoid being a victim takes some education. Steph Horvat has more.
None of us will forget the tragedies making Sandy Hook, Virginia Tech, and Columbine connected with school shootings. Shippensburg isn't immune, but every classroom on campus has a sign to help us in case such violence comes to Ship. Campus police say the signs serve as a basic guide.
Well, we put those in the classroom so that it gives you an idea of how to react in the case of an active shooter, a violent intruder. You should follow what's on the signs. I can't tell you that that this will, apply to every situation that occurs, but this is a good guideline to go by as to what to do. If you can find a means of escape, take it, okay? If not, then you need to it's called shelter in place, secure the area where you are, turn off your cell phones, pull the blinds shut, lock the door, stay there, stay quiet. That's, and then of course, if you are able to call the police, obviously call the police, let us know what's going on. If you can give us a description of who the subject is, where he might be, where she might be.
Chief Grissom did say her officers do have training to handle this kind of violence and are ready in case something would happen. Back to the desk.
Steph. Well, the debate over same-sex marriage made its way to the Supreme Court this week. The justice's decision in the case will impact state and federal laws could affect SHIP students. SUTV's Allison Hill has the story.
Even while the highest court in the land debates the legality of SAIL members' likely future way of life. SAIL is a group on campus advocating for LGBT rights. The court is debating Proposition 8 and the Defense of Marriage Act, mandates discriminating against gay marriage.
The question of shall this state allow gay couples to get married was placed before the voters, and Prop 8 passed, which for all intents and purposes undid the court decision.
But the court may move to change these mandates.
This is brand new. Now there's been a sea change and it's flipped. It's now 60-40 in favor of gay marriage, it seems, or it's getting close to that point.
Changing precedent on gay marriage is important to SAIL members.
Like when I get married, I have to move out of Pennsylvania because I won't be recognized here. I will be moving to Maryland, although I don't want to. I like Pennsylvania.
I just hope people realize, this is not something that we should be debating. I mean, when two people are in love, they should have the right to get married, and the government shouldn't have the right to interfere in that.
Supreme Court scholars following the court this week see signs no change may come from the court.
There is a sneaking suspicion, I happen to believe this, that the court is going to issue an order and we're not going to issue a ruling at all. The court is saying, sorry, never mind, bye now.
We might not see the results by June, but at least it's a start. For SUTV News, I'm Allison Hill.
When the court is delayed like this is called a dig. Now, the court issues a dig when it has granted a petition for a case it does not really represent. For now, we'll just have to wait. Humility, sacrifice, and love are just some of the words that come to mind as this holy season wraps up. With Easter coming up on Sunday, Catholics haven't forgotten their Jewish roots.
We pray for and with our Jewish brothers and sisters at Passover. Part of our tradition is their tradition.
While the Sunday marks the end of the Easter season for the Catholics, the Passover season ends on Tuesday night.
Coming up on SUTV News, the clouds are making Ship gray, but one club adds some color.
And one club gets a head start on their future.
It's coming up next. Colleges Against Cancer is adding color to its efforts. The group is hosting a 5K color run on April 6th at the Shippensburg Township Park. Wear your white and keep an eye out for different paint colors representing the types of cancer. Pre-registration is $10 and $15 the day of the event. Proceeds go to Colleges Against Cancer and the fight to create more birthdays. You can register in Reisner all next week. Shippensburg University's PRSSA is hosting its annual Cupcakes for Chris 5K run and walk. The event raises money for families struggling with the cost of cancer treatments. The 5K is April 14th at 9 a.m. at the Hockey Pavilion on campus. To register, contact Mallory Linninger at ml7459@ship.edu.
If you're staying on campus this weekend, you may want to pay attention to the special dining hours for Easter weekend. Hour changes are posted outside of the Cub, Reisner, and Kreiner dining halls. For more information on the changes, go to dineoncampus.com/ship. And March comes in like a lion and out like a lion. Spring has not yet sprung. Let's go to Zach Briscoe to see what Mother Nature has in store for us next. Zach?
Thanks, Lucy. Welcome back from winter break. Oh, I mean spring break. I guess the weather is as confused as me. Tonight, cold and cloudy conditions continue, low about 27 degrees. We're also going to have a northwest breeze at 8 miles per hour. Tomorrow, skies will remain mostly cloudy and we'll have a high of near 49 degrees. Still breezy though, west at 7 miles per hour. The reason for the chilly weather is the jet stream has set up to our south, and this is allowing all the cold air from Canada to pour into our region. The jet stream will lift a bit north into the weekend, allowing for a few days of near normal temperatures before it digs again south at the start of the week. This weekend there will be temperatures in the 50s, but there will also be a chance of rain, especially on Sunday. Mostly sunny skies will return for Tuesday, but so does the chilly temperatures. So Phil, what do you have to say for yourself? That's about right. It's all right, Phil, you're not a meteorologist though. Courtney Christian has a look at the differences between this March and last March.
Make an appearance this season with all the cold weather. This time last year, temperatures were drastically different. March 2012 saw highs of 60s and 70s. This March, we've seen lows of 30s and 40s. While Mother Nature isn't ready to give up winter, I'm ready to move on to spring, sun, and sunglasses. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Zach and Courtney. Well, earlier today, the SU Farm Club planted seedlings in Kreiner Dining Hall. The club members wanted the seeds to get a head start on the growing season. By the end of the semester, they plan to plant them in their garden behind the foundation building. The plants range from peppers and onions to broccoli and lettuce. Please do not touch the plants as they start to grow. Also, don't forget about the seed swap this Saturday at the Thought Lot from 9 to 2. Still to come on SUTV News, another SHIP program is nationally recognized. Find out who.
And the 7 deadly sins take over SHIP. Kristen Pappas has your entertainment for the week coming up next.
Welcome back. Paris Hellman has what we can look forward to in this week's edition of the Slate. Paris?
The Slate is back this Tuesday with a new issue featuring a preview of Travis Porter and a review of Boyz II Men's performance at the Lurs Center. An update on the controversial Gay Straight Alliance extracurricular student group entering local high schools is another story to look for in this edition. If you are interested in writing for the Slate, please email slate.ship@gmail.com. Writers from every major are encouraged to cover stories. Check out the slateonline.com for this week's issue and other stories, and like the Slate on Facebook and follow the Slate on Twitter for daily updates.
Thanks, Paris. Even though spring break is over, there's events to keep you entertained the rest of the semester. Kristen Pappas has more. Kristen?
Thanks, guys. Welcome back from spring break, all you entertainment lovers. The rest of the semester is loaded with events in and around campus. So let's get to it. Friday, April 5th at 7 p.m., Colorblind will be hosting its second annual fashion show. The theme for the show is the 7 Deadly Sins. Tickets range from $5 to $6 for seating. But if movies are more your style, the Oscar-nominated films Lincoln and Les Mis are playing in the Orndorff Theater. The movies run each night through March 31st. The APB Battle of the Bands turns it up to 11 next Friday, April 5th. Check out the acts in the Cub NPR. Next Thursday, April 4th, R&B legends Boyz II Men makes a stop in Shippensburg. The group, whose career spans 20 years and 24 major awards, takes the stage at 8 p.m. Tickets are still available at the Lures Center box office. And make sure you grab your tickets for next weekend's APB concert. The hip-hop group Travis Porter will be performing. Tickets can be purchased at the Cub information desk. And Easter is right around the corner, and one local candy shop is mixing up batches of homemade goodies. Our Chris Peterson has more.
The Lollipop Shop on 112 East Street makes handmade chocolate. The owner of this business belongs to Ruth and Teddy Weiser. When it comes to making handmade candy, there's one challenge the Weiser's couple take on.
Perfection. Make it perfect. If it ain't perfect, it goes in the trash can.
The couple had ran this business for 30 years, and they know exactly what it takes to keep the business running well.
Greeting your people is the most important thing, whether they're new people or whether they're old customers or what. Just chat with them and, just explore with them. I think that brings people back.
The business has its ups and downs, but the couple have a passion for what they do. The Weisner couple both come from a family background that does farming. However, Ruth Weisner did not want to do farming for the rest of her life. With a dream and a little bit of cash, she was able to establish her own lollipop business. As the holidays come around, the Weisner's couple continue to make their step to bringing something new to the customers. I'm Chris Peterson, SUTV Entertainment.
Besides being candy makers, the owners are also hosting their second annual car show on May 11th. And that's it for entertainment this week. I'm Kristen Pappas, and I'll catch you on the flip side.
Thanks, Kristen. On April 2nd, director Dan DeVaio comes to campus to discuss his film titled Crossing Arizona. Crossing Arizona is about the U.S. policies on Mexican immigration and shows all sides of the issue. The film was an official selection at the Sundance Film Festival and has won numerous awards. The screening and discussion are open to the public, beginning at 7 p.m. in the Orndorff Theater.
Shippensburg University is yet again being nationally recognized. The social work graduate program was ranked number 148 by the U.S. News and World Report's 2014 edition of Best Graduate Schools. Peers completed assessment surveys within their discipline. Only the fully accredited schools during the survey period and have the highest results are ranked. Spring sports are in full swing here at Shippensburg.
Lacrosse and baseball highlights are coming up next.
Welcome back to SUTV News. Zach Rivera joins us.
Zach, what's new in sports this week?
Well, this week we have highlights from lacrosse, and also we have some softball and baseball has been playing very well of late. But first we begin with lacrosse. The women's lacrosse team battled the 11th ranked Lock Haven Eagles. Trey Campbell has a recap of the action.
Shippensburg would strike first in the game, watch Courtney Kennedy get to the front of the net and make it 1-0 for the Raiders. Later in the first half, Ship now trailing 9-3, but Roxanne Brown scores on a free position to cut the lead down to 5. And only 30 seconds later, it's Lindsay Kennedy weaving in and out of defenders and going upstairs. Ship would trail at the end of the first half 9-6. Lock Haven controlled the rest of the game, though, and would go on to win confidently 19-8 over Shippensburg. Trey Campbell, SUTV Sports.
The team is 2-5 this season. The next home game is on April 5th against Edinburgh. Shippensburg alum Neely Spence took 13th overall in the IAAF World Cross Country Championships in Poland Sunday. Spence helped USA claim 4th place among 29 countries by running the time of 25 minutes and 8 seconds in the 10K. The time automatically qualified her for her next race in Peyton, Jordan. We wish her the best of luck in her next race as she continues to represent Ship and the USA. Ship softball comes back from spring break with an amazing record. The team went undefeated for the first time in 7 years in Salem, Virginia, before heading down to Florida for the NTC Spring Games. They finished there with 8 wins and 2 losses for an overall of 13-2 during spring break. Junior pitcher Emily Eastep pitched Ship's first 5-inning no-hitter since 2007. One player says the winning streak came alive when the bats did.
Didn't expect how well we actually did. I thought we were gonna do well. I just didn't expect how well we were actually gonna do. Our hitting was a big factor, especially coming together as a team, like just hitting one after another. We really hit well. I think it's a very good positive outlook. I think we're going to really do well and have a great season this year.
The softball team starts PSAC play this Saturday against Kutztown at Robb Field. First pitch is at 1. The Raider baseball team is taking a special trip this weekend. Shippensburg will take on Kutztown this Saturday at Metro Bank Park in Harrisburg. Admissions is free to all fans. The baseball team is ranked 14th in the nation by the Collegiate Baseball Poll. The team is 16-5 this season. You know, it's kind of nice to see the baseball team playing in a professional ballpark.
They definitely deserve it for the way they played this year. That'll be an exciting weekend for them.
We definitely wish them the best of luck. Well, that's it for SUTV News. I'm Lucy Davis.
And I'm Perry Mattern.
Don't forget to check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/SUTV News and follow us on Twitter at SUTV News. Thanks for joining.